In this episode of Policy Talks, the Education Minister of Punjab, Vijay Inder Singla, is in an in-depth discussion about the state's education policy with the Centre for Civil Society CEO Yatish Rajawat. Singla, who also was a Congress MP from the Sangrur Lok Sabha constituency from 2009 to 2014, has also represented India at the 2013 UN General Assembly. Singla also holds the portfolio for PWD and is known as an energetic implementer of policies in the Punjab government.
So one of the, this conflict is something that is omnipresent in most states. One of the way that policymakers look at addressing it is that they say that the state must distinguish between its regulatory role and its administrative role, because the state also runs schools on its own, and each policy practitioner is also a parent. It is unfair to expect from them a bipartisan behavior of managing the regulatory affairs of the school also. Hence, as you know, the National Education Policy has suggested that these roles have to be bifurcated. What is your view on that? Do you think that is a reform that Punjab government should do on its own?
See, first of all, let me put the first thing with a small example. In Punjab, we have some schools called the Adarsh schools. And that Adarsh school model was a 70-30 model in which the entire infrastructure was created by the state government. And then we invited private people to come and take over these schools on a 70-30 ratio. Now, the practice which these private institutions who took over these schools by way of a bidding system at that point of time when I was not, when we people were not in government. So these private organizations which are running other schools also of their own in their private capacities, they also became a part of the state government and took over these schools on a 70-30 ratio. And the wrong practices they started doing was, officially they are paying teachers by way of a check of 20,000 and taking back 10,000 as cash. Or just, so what happens is once such organizations, every institution is run, like you're talking about a private school that is run by an organization, which is at the back of an institution. So if the organization starts doing all this such practices, then we are actually trying to build mistrust. And that mistrust does not limit it to that institute alone, but it gets carried away to other organizations as well. So my whole point is that this mistrust is not there for all the private schools in the state. There are schools who are doing.